for the name.
Hey Todd, do you have a
I
moment?
literally have used those.
Press your R button, you get your emotes, and
Did you find me yet?
Explosion, right? So,
Hello Todd, you there?
What?
Hey Todd,
Yeah.
my name is Jay Walking from Sky News. Do you have a second to do a short little interview?
Jesus, this is so hard to.
We're just asking a bunch of questions and doing a bunch of polls.
Yeah, it's on 9. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
There you
down.
go.
I'm down.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
Here's where I'd usually say, hey, let's find somewhere kind of nice, but
Wow. Cool.
I don't think that's possible right now. It looks like we're currently in a war zone.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just walk upstairs. Oh, the Roost is actually an amazing place for it. Jesus Christ. Go ahead and take a seat. Don't mind the guy with the trash can. He's just my cameraman.
Alright.
All right, we'll start off easy and then ease our way into the more controversial side. Right. So, what is the most amount of money you've spent at McDonald's?
Probably about $13.
$13. The national average is 20. So that's pretty good. I'd say you're saving a lot of money. On a similar food related note, how many bowls of cereal do you eat per day?
Sometimes I don't eat cereal. Probably like one bowl a day, something like that. There's 3 people upstairs.
All right. Why aren't you eating more?
Cereal life first.
I mean, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Fucking heretic. Right. So, how many sandwiches have you eaten off the floor?
0.
0?
Call him a liar.
Well,
I mean,
I know you're lying. I have that gift. I can tell. So just give it to me straight.
Yeah, I ain't no sandwich off the floor.
I'm pretty sure you've had at least 7.
No.
Anything can count as a sandwich, right? Even those fucking Lunchable things, right? How many of those did you eat off the floor?
Right. I never ate nothing off the floor.
Well,
Camera guy?
Oh, plenty of times.
well,
I would say it's a pretty normal thing.
I don't know about that.
Anyway, I think we're getting a little off topic here. So let's work our way backwards a little bit. On average, how many times per week do you hurt yourself trying to dance in the shower?
I mean,
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you get out of the shot?
Yeah, we're trying to conduct an interview here.
Thank you, milady.
Anyway, back to the question.
yeah, how many times I fall in the shower, hurt myself trying to dance? Oh, about 2 times, you know. You gotta get groovy in there, you know. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people are currently, going through these protests right now. I'm pretty sure you heard of a really bad one in Milwaukee not too long ago. But they were holding signs saying that they should stop dancing in the shower and all this stuff. And I feel like that's just not the way to go. You got to get groovy, as you said. I think you put it really nice. So,
Ask him the punch question.
I'm gonna be straightforward with you, right?
Alright.
Would you let me punch you directly in the face?
Hell no. How you think this is?
All right, fair enough. Some people have said yes to that, to be honest. All right. This is a pretty.
I'm gonna let nobody punch me in the face like that.
To what extent would you stop a punch?
Using only your face specifically.
No, I'm not gonna use my face.
How much force do you think you could mitigate using only your face?
None.
Sidestep a little bit. This is this is gonna hit childhood, right? Everybody has to go through this at some point. How old were you when you realized that Santa and the Easter Bunny probably never knew each other?
I was probably about 10 years old.
Shit, 10?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Who teaches their children that?
Would you say it was for the better or the worse that you learned it at such a young age?
I mean, being these questions are like.
What are you talking about? They're normal questions. I'm Jay Walker from Sky News, and we're just trying to get this done. All right, let's move on from that. Let's move on from that, right?
All right.
Say there's this whole box of Teddy Grahams in a room all by itself, right? Say I left them there and I told you not to eat any of them, right? How long would it take you to shove 3 bananas in your mouth?
About good 90 seconds.
All right, good 90 seconds. That's pretty good. The national average is what's the national average? I don't have the papers offhand.
It's about half a minute.
Half a minute? All right, so you're actually ahead of
Mostly
the.
interview women.
Anyway, speaking of women, would you rate your nearest strip club 5 stars on Yelp?
Hell yeah.
I would ask where that nearest strip club is, but doxing. So let's carry on to the next question. So when and where was your first alien encounter?
I never met an alien, but I believe in them. I mean, I know. I think there's somebody out there.
Ask him hypothetically.
All right, hypothetically.
You didn't mean just that.
I never met no alien.
Then, in which case, what's your ideal location and time for such alien encounter?
Anytime.
Anytime.
All right. In which case, still on the hypothetical, by the way, and I don't want to say hypothetically too many times, otherwise I'll sound like Ben Shapiro. And Sky News.
I love Ben Cheerio.
Hypothetically, then, how big would the probe have to be to satisfy you?
I ain't even gonna talk. ain't having nothing stick up my. I ain't never gonna have nothing stick up me. How about I will bro about you?
Yes,
Well, I
but
mean, that's
if
kinda what
they
aliens are
were,
about.
if they were to probe you, how big would that have to be in order to satisfy you? Hypothetically, of course.
It never would. Hypothetical never won't happen.
All right, so he'll never be satisfied.
You'll never be satisfied. The bigger the better. Gotcha. Anyway, so Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
All right. How frequently do you find water balloons in your underwear drawer?
Zero times. Never.
Never once? I'd say that's pretty uncommon.
Why would someone have water balloons in their dresser?
I mean, I got some right now.
I mean, it's happened to me a lot.
Are they filled up?
Yeah, they're water balloons.
Off with the questions. Genders, how many?
I say, dude, you say those like questions that you can't even say around. Like, I mean, I believe in.
Keep in mind, this is live.
Yeah.
To thousands of
like...
to thousands of Sky News watchers.
Oh my! If this is for real.
Yes, of course this is real. This is Sky News, and I'm Jay Walker. Always use the crosswalks.
Are you like on like social media or anything?
Just continue and ask him, would you ever date a 50-year-old paraplegic?
You know what? I'll get that to you in a second. There's one question that my advisors are really bugging me about asking you.
You asshole!
And I feel like if I don't ask this, I might get kicked off of my own show. I mean, the Jay Walker Show. Imagine a world without the Jay Walker Show.
Right.
That question would end up being, would you ever date a 50-year-old paraplegic gold medalist?
That's the question?
Yes, that's the question that they've been bugging me about.
I'll take the paraplegic.
Hey, I don't write the questions. I just say what comes into my ear.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pass.
Did you say you'd pass?
All right. Well, you heard it
Does
here,
he mean
folks.
he wouldn't?
Todd does not like paraplegics. Right. So next question being...
I mean, I like paraplegics, but I ain't gonna. I mean, myself, that's not my type. I ain't gonna,
Gotcha. Well, paraplegics are now a type, and he is very against being with said type.
I like paraplegics.
I believe you said otherwise just recently.
Hey, editor. Cut that last bit out. Just make it sound like he hates paraplegics. It'll work better for the narrative. Anyway, all right, we're gonna end it off here with this last question, and this question means a lot to a lot of people. How many pieces of gum have you taken off the underside of a table?
I'm real with you on that one. 45.
45. You have an exact number. That was really easy to call to. Is there a story behind that by chance?
Trouble one day and had to take them off.
Oh, for a job.
Gotcha. So, a follow-up question, and this is the last one, but how many of those did you eat?
None of them, heck no.
Look, I've already
I did one of mine before, like one time, stuck it on there, and then I was like, oh, try it,
Look, here's the thing. I like I said, I have magical powers, right? I can tell when you're lying. Stop bullshitting me. How many pieces did you eat?
I'm not bullshitting you. I'm telling you the truth.
Look, well, it's pretty clear to see that this interview has kind of gone sideways. So, I have been Jay Walker. This is Todd. Your TV time will probably cost you about $5 million. We'll bill that to you.
How long has this really tiny person been watching?
Fish head.
Hey, you've got a big mouth, right?
Give the forehead 5.
You've got a big mouth?
Yes, of course I have a big mouth.
Hi,
That was
we're both
good.
reporters from
Don't-
Sky News.
don't
We're
move,
wondering
don't
if
move.
you have time for an interview.
Sure. What would you like to know?
You
Well,
lead.
good
If it's
afternoon,
about my
good sir.
illegal
We've been
fishing
interviewing
business, I
random
cannot
individuals
comment.
on the street. We wanted to get your opinion on something, as well as asking
Yes.
a few questions for our polls. We're gonna start it off a little bit slow. All right. If you just want to tell us an approximate amount, what was the most amount of money you've spent at McDonald's?
Oh,
Well,
no.
I
They
mean,
were all on fish sandwiches.
shh, we don't speak about that. Maybe $2,000 on fish and chips. I think they have that. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong restaurant.
Well,
Does that
2,000 is
answer your
actually
question?
on the lower end of the bell curve. The national average has
that's
been
good.
somewhere around 50K. So you're actually saving a bunch of money.
Damn.
Wow. I'm a lucky man.
We interview a lot of obese people.
A lot. There's a lot.
I mean, I think
No.
I think I'm pretty good for
It's
a
just our main demographic that we've run across.
Okay.
We're not saying anything about you. We're just
That's why
stating
that's
fact.
why the average is so high.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Fair enough.
Most in America too.
I feel like it's mostly from America.
Yeah, well,
So what's the other
this.
questions you have for me?
No, we have plenty.
Yeah, we have plenty of
Yeah,
questions.
no,
Trust me.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you wanted to butt in with your opinions on some of these things, because we do reach a couple controversial topics, we'd love to hear more. So, yeah,
Quick.
right. So, how many bowls of cereal, on average, do you eat per day?
Cereal. I stopped eating cereal, actually. I used to eat a lot of cereal. But then, cereal's expensive and such.
All right, how much did you used to eat?
Box a week, maybe a box every 3 days.
All right. Why wasn't that more?
Because there wasn't enough of the healthy cereal.
Gotcha.
And cereal's expensive. Have you seen how expensive it is? Like $8 for a box?
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
I felt like someone who would spend $2,000 on McDonald's would have enough money to throw.
Well, yes, but
Are you finding
as
one?
a fish, I need to,
Because we're just
Oh,
gonna
I
back
have
and
I have
forth.
the next one ready.
be smart
Yeah.
about my purchases. Cereal's not very important. If I eat fish, it's a bit more of my priority list. You see?
Yeah, no, it's definitely
Super
among the
fucking
healthier. It's among the healthier of the choices, I guess. Right.
Exactly.
9. Do you have anything you want to add to this?
Nope, that's pretty much the same with me.
Anyway,
Would you be
let's-
angry if I put a bunch of mirrors on your head and then spun you in a circle by shooting light at you? Because I feel like that make you a really cool disco ball. Sorry, random thought. Continue.
honestly, I would like to go to that rave. Anyway, let's continue with the
Anywho,
questions.
I have the next question for you.
Okay.
If you had your choice of anyone ever, and I mean anyone, dead or alive or fictional, even though fictional isn't really a thing, everything that's fictional is actually real. It's just the government trying to hide it. Anyways,
Yep.
if you had your choice of anyone, who would you let punch you directly in the face first?
Myself.
Liam Neeson.
I'd punch
Those seem to be
myself in the face.
Two very differing answers. Could you explain to me why?
I don't trust anyone to cause enough damage to me to actually hurt. So, I do it myself. It's better things done yourself than that others do it and fail,
That's fair.
That's a fair point. I will agree
Nah.
with you on.
I don't trust people to get the job
Liam
done.
Neeson will make it quick. That's
Liam
my
Neeson
reasoning.
should make it quick, or he could make it extremely slow with a bunch of
That's
fucking
true, but
sugar, salt, and
I'll convince him.
lemonade.
But that's besides the point.
Say there is a whole box of Teddy Grahams in the room, all by itself, right? And say I left them there and told you not to eat any of them. How long would it take you to shove 3 bananas in your mouth?
Are they fish-based?
I'm sure you can find some banana fish bait.
Then immediately.
That's a fair that's
Yeah,
a fair
with
answer.
me. Like the moment you left the room.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not cannibalistic, but I have issues.
This next one is kind of a hot topic, a little bit controversial among the masses. Star
Alright.
Trek or Star Wars?
Ooh.
I don't watch much of Star Trek, and I wasn't happy with the new Star Wars movies. I'm more of a Spaceballs person.
Spaceballs is funny as hell.
All
That
right.
thing's a cult
All
classic.
right.
I know it's not an
alright,
option, but if there's a C answer, it'd be Spaceballs.
None of them have
Yeah, no,
performed well in the last
it's
few
fine.
years, though.
It's whatever.
All right.
I can't-
From
decide
one
now.
controversial question to let's ease it up a little bit. I'm gonna do the most uncontroversial question I have on this list. Right? Genders. How many?
Well, are we talking about physically or mentally?
Genders. How many?
Well, fish is a race.
2.
So, 2, yes, I will agree with this one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We are at Sky News, so we'll definitely dox where you live after this. But let's continue on with the
Sounds
questions.
good.
Speaking of Sky News, a new study published by Sky News
Oh,
shows
no.
that guns have a higher chance of killing people than the chance of someone with a gun. What are your thoughts on that?
Very true. Seeing as I'm sentient, other objects have also become sentient, so has guns. So, yes, guns have become more deadly, especially when guns wield guns.
Have you ever ran into an issue where
The study didn't
you've seen some guns that just refuse to not carry? Like have you seen gun wielding guns just going about their day terrorizing people just by having them?
Well, I was mugged by a gun the other day.
Oh wow! Tell us more.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, I was, doing my fishy business and, being in the alleyway, selling drugs, sometimes fish drugs. But what happened is he came to me and he's like, give me your stuff. I didn't want to, so he pulled out another gun, and I, of course, pulled out my fish, and I beat the sense into him, but, it's unfortunate that guns have to resort to gun violence.
It is
Honestly.
very unfortunate indeed.
Yes.
So,
Unfortunately,
well-
that is our reality in today's society. gun violence by guns is at an all-time high.
Hey guys, we got a question for all you guys.
Shoot.
When's the last time you guys been in a female present, hanging out with the female?
Just got off a date today.
Yesterday with your mother.
Damn! You heard DJ? What you said?
It was with your mom. She told me to get your grades better.
Whoa! Nah, bro, my mom was with me all day.
Now, can I continue my interview?
Yeah, we're doing an interview.
That's not how
If
it
you
works.
want to understand females, I can tell you how to woo a fish female. It's very fun, very easy.
This one's gonna, really delve deep into your childhood. How old were you when you realized that that Santa and the Easter Bunny probably never knew each other?
See, oh, that's a hard question. Well, we had fish versions of those under the water, but we never had the realistic ones. We had an Easter shark, and we had what was the other one? It was a whale for Santa. But they were great friends. So for me, in my culture, they did know each other. But I understand your culture might be very shocking.
All right, that's fair enough. It's nice to get some more information on other cultures. That's all what we're about at Sky News.
Yes. That's
Fish
good.
culture is
Very
a
smart.
very sought after information, very highly valued. Speaking of highly valued information, this is one of our most sought after polls. A lot of people are looking forward to the answers for this one. Would you ever date a 50-year-old paraplegic gold medalist?
If she can swim, I'm good.
That's a more than fair question, or answer rather. And I feel like that was the most politically correct thing you could have said.
Perfect. My
Which is
second
what
answer
we're
would've been
all about at
atrocious.
Sky News, is just being
Yeah.
politically correct. Oh, shit. Cut. Give me a second. Alright, fuck. I fucking hate this shit. That's right. This video is still sponsored by... Alright, we are back. I am Jay Walker.
And I am Keith Myatt.
And we are here with Jake, a friendly fish, and with a questionable side job. It's been a pleasure so far. I know that you're a fish, and hydration is a big part. I'm guessing you're probably gonna have to go home and do so again.
Well,
So
luckily I carry a supply of fish. I just, drink because, fish have fluids inside them.
Yeah.
You just open their mouth, drink a bit, and, you're good.
But either way, the question still stands. On average, how many times do you, how many times per week do you hurt yourself trying to dance in the shower?
Did hurt myself while falling. So let's say once a month.
Once a month? That's pretty modest.
Yes.
What does the survey say on that one?
The survey says it's approximately 8 times per week for an average male adult.
Losers.
But that is of the human race, so that's
Yes.
there's a little
They're
something
not
to say about
adapted to the
that.
water conditions and stuff. It's embarrassing for me to say, I've slipped, but it happens.
On to the next question. Where and when was your first encounter with an alien?
Day.
Oh, it was right now. Oh, wow.
Just
Oh,
now,
wow.
live on TV.
Live on TV, first alien
No,
encounter.
pretty
After
one of
this,
that,
this
but
momentous occasion.
I was hoping for an attractive one, but this is, you get what you get.
Yes, okay.
All right, then
In
I
which
have a
case,
follow-up
with...
question to that one. I'm sure being an alien, he probably secretly slipped a probe inside of you. So I'm just wondering, did the probe satisfy you?
I don't know where he stuck it, because there's nowhere to stick it. So that's
Oh,
concerning.
he stuck it right in your face.
How did you...
It's an alien probe. It's advanced technology.
Right. Well, I didn't feel a thing. It's very, very sneaky, and I'm feeling good right now, so maybe that's doing its job.
So would you say it was satisfactory?
Work on it.
All right. So we have our final question here for you.
All right.
So, do you agree that Harry Potter is a huge asshole and probably the least exciting character in the entire series? Like, he spent 7 years terrorizing his friends with his own problems, you know? They had their own shit going on, and here comes Harry fucking Potter just fucking shit left and right. They had lives too. They all had lives, Harry.
I know,
It's
right?
not
And
all about you.
Might I say Voldemort is dashing. Absolutely dashing. But yes, I agree on Harry Potter. Terrible character.
Well, I believe that should wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
I have been Jaywalking.
And I have been Keith Myath.
And this is Sky News. See you next week.
All right,
And that's a cut. All right. Well, that little bit of TV time. Well, don't worry. It's only going to be like $5 million. We'll send you the bill.
All right. Well, I appreciate it and keep up your great work. And I hope to see some good editing that makes me look good.
Oh, definitely. We'll make you look as good as possible.
I have issues. I
They
mean,
were all on fish sandwiches.
shh, we don't speak about that. Well, fish is a race. So, 2, yes, I will agree with this one. Well, I was, doing my fishy business and, being in the alleyway, selling drugs, sometimes fish drugs.
Hello,
I don't like your kind. You can shoo off.